3 turnovers, you can't live like that against the damn Dallas Cowgirls. We know the Cowgirls are very potent, right? I can't stand the Cowgirls, man. I'm sorry, man.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.
Now look at this joint right here, right? Anybody who's been a ball carrier, pretty much anybody who's played football should all adhere to the same standards as far as carrying the ball. What does my man Thin Diesel do wrong right here? I'll show you, right? When you come into contact, right now, right, you can see him. This part is good. Ball high and tight. High and tight right there. Change elevation with your pads. But what does he do wrong right here? What is this? I know they're not teaching that up at NovaCare. There's no way they're teaching these guys that. There's no way they taught them that in Alabama. Somebody would have had to correct this prior. My man Aaron Moorhead, Coach Moorhead, right? That's my man right there. Used to coach at Penn State with the wide receivers. They have to correct this. This is too easy. Look at that. Bang. Right here. Bang. And he caught, it looked like he caught something to the sternum too, right? So you know he was probably a little bit asleep, right? So you caught something to the sternum, you know it's going to probably shoot to your digestive system there. So he probably was gassy and all kinds of shit. He was done. Look at that. Bang. Fertilized himself and everything. What went wrong right here? I'll show you. Look. Come on, man. You want 5 points of pressure. I'm going to say 5, right? Initially, you want to be high and tight, but you want to have this index finger at the top of the ball here, right? That alone right there is a great point of pressure. You put that bad boy in your forearm, and then it goes into your bicep, right? High and tight. That's another point of pressure, right? So you got this at the top. You got your forearm, you got your bicep, and then it's high and tight on your chest right here. Here's the 5th point of pressure. It's not this, whatever Devontae Smith did. He's holding the ball. You hold your own wrist right there. Look, right there. Bang. It's going to be hard for anybody to knock that out. You high and tight, you running with that bad boy, and then bang. You don't do this. Look, that's flimsy is already coming out right there. High and tight right there. Bang. Boom. We good, right? 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers, you can't live like that against the damn Dallas Cowgirls. We know the Cowgirls are very potent, right? I can't stand the Cowgirls, man. I'm sorry, man. The last team I wanted to lose to, right? I cannot stand these cats, right? Fair play to you clowns. The Dallas Cowgirls right there, right? We both held serve at home. So I would love to see the Dallas Cowgirls once again in the playoffs at the link, and then we'll see what's cracking right there. Go ahead and go 2-1 of that. I want to see the Niners again. Both them clown-ass fan bases come see us in the playoffs. I'm not down by any stretch of the imagination. I think going through a stretch like this, coming out on it on the other side of it, I think will make for a better team than if we had floated by the entire season and with little to no, even it was not like little to no adversity, right? I'm talking about pulling some games out, beating some really good teams as well, but seeing these type of games right here, coming out on the other side of it right there, when it's really time to get it popping in the playoffs, man, we can be that much better for it. Clean up little shit like this. I know we as Eagles fans or even football fans in general want to roll with low-hanging fruit because a lot of this shit these days is done on social media, right? But there comes to a point in time to where you have to blame the players, right? The players have to execute. Now, everyone wants to get aggressive. Now, they're zeroing it out right here. It doesn't get any more aggressive than this. Sin, 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 sin. And then look at the personnel itself right here. This is extremely aggressive. There are 4 corners in the game. Slay right here. You have James Bradbury right here, right, acting that damn near at linebacker depth. So he's essentially the pseudo linebacker in this. Eli Ricks right here, and somehow Keely Ringo got in the game, right? You know you down bad if Keely Ringo is in the game, right, at this particular point in time in his career. Where's Josh Jobe? And then, of course, you have Sidney Brown right here. The loss of Reed Blankenship, perhaps the best player of the entire secondary, you can really feel that right there because why would you be sending Kevin Byard here? That means you put one-on-one Sidney Brown, who seems to be the worst man coverage safety out of them all, with Jake Ferguson, right? Check this out. This is aggressive as hell. Look at that. That gets it away, and then bang, they still complete the pass, and it becomes a long, big gainer. Let's look at it from Sidney Brown's standpoint right here. I've been saying it all season. Recognize your personnel's strong points and play them to that. The more explosive athlete between these two players, in my opinion, is Sidney Brown. He's the guy you want to see blitz. He's the guy you want to see playing forward. The guy you want to see playing in reverse and in man coverage is Kevin Byard. Why wouldn't they switch this around on this particular set when it's a modified pressure package? Meaning, you don't have to go conventional with this one. You switch this around here. Maybe Sidney Brown has a step on Dak Prescott, or maybe Kevin Byard plays this better and Brown unable to contain right here. First of all, he takes a major wide approach to this, right? Instead of, right, let's be real here, right? He's having to catch this energy, right? It's coming towards him while he's flat-footed. You stay in the 50-50 exchange portion of this instead of making sure that you don't react and go heavy outside with it. I guess if anything, you will want to force him outside rather than letting him get inside, because that's the easier throw here. He's already out leveraged right here. And, of course, it's a bigger guy. And Sidney Brown short, hands around the waist joint right here. Probably not going to work. You just want to kind of get yourself in position there and high in a way there. Decent coverage right there. But I think Kevin Byard probably plays that and makes sure that he takes away the inside and forces Jake Ferguson outside, so you don't have to try to make some kind of spectacular play going under the wide receiver or under the tight end in this standpoint right here. Listen, much love to our old heads, our two old uncles, Uncle BG, Brandon Graham, and of course my man Uncle Fletch right here. Getting it popping. No offensive touchdowns from the Philadephia Eagles. Our lone touchdown comes from our old head right here. Absolutely providing that prison loving to your man Zach Martin. Look at Zach Martin right there. He's on rollerblades, right? He's on rollerblades on ice. He's trying to rollerblade on ice, messing with Fletcher Cox, who is not even the low man in this situation. Got a 50-50 exchange situation going on right here. And look, Zach Martin unable to dock the boat. Look at that. Can't sink those mud hooks in. He's trying to anchor, right? But guess what? That boat is sailing adrift, right? Cannot dock the boat. It's sailing out at sea. What do they call it? Capsized or some shit like that? His shit is capsized. Bang. Disengages right there. Daffy Duck and his weird-ass feet getting fertilized. Look at him. Daffy Duck, no type of presence to put the ball away there. And, of course, our young boy, my man, of course, Jalen Carter getting that touchdown right there. But I have to give much love to the old head cats, man. They've come to play this season and show that they're still valuable to what we have going on there. I absolutely love this play. Look at that. Man, you talk about some strength where you're the higher guy, right? You're out leveraged. Zach Martin on the inside. He did everything correctly, at least from the top up, right? He can't anchor down right here. He doesn't have that leg drive or the leg strength to be able to combat Fletcher Cox's leg drive there. And you see him right here, man, all kinds of ligaments and shit popping in his hamstrings and shit right there. Disengages. Oh, man, what a play. Absolutely golden. Yo, y'all about to turn me back into the old me. I'm about to get back on my civil rights joint, right? I stopped it with my Lamar Jackson coverage, right? I wanted to show everybody that Lamar Jackson can play the game of football at the quarterback position and is one of the best doing it, period, point blank. Another top 5 QB that people try to put certain stigmas on, right? Or certain stipulations on how they perform. I thought I was done with that. My man Jalen Hurts, whom I've done the same with originally, way before any of these Philadelphia Eagles fans really even knew who he was, when I was covering back his entire time at Alabama, when I used to cover the Alabama Crimson Tide as the primary cover for my entire business, right? Jalen Hurts can think the game through. There's no doubt about that. I don't want to hear that bullshit. People start questioning his intelligence when shit is going bad. But when he was the man last year, had a hell of a Super Bowl, one of the best performances you'll ever see in a Super Bowl. It's not his fault his defense was giving up that much points, right? So you can try to nitpick shit all you want there. But listen, Why don't other QBs, why does Josh Allen not get this type of rhetoric behind him, right? Jalen Hurts is not a smart QB. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Listen, on this one right here, though, my man Jalen Hurts has to set his feet. Look at this. You got to trust the process right here. He throws off of his back foot right here before he's ready, right? Devontae Smith unable to get out of his break. A.J. Brown not even looking. He's running downfield, clearing it out right there. But if you see right here, he had more time than he thought. You get Wilson blitzing coming off the A-gap right here. But Gainwell, who is a master pass protector, he steps up and right here, bang! Cherries, lemons, bananas, all kinds of shit in Wilson's eyes. He was done right there. He was a non-factor. Jalen Hurts did not have to throw off of his back leg right here. Got to be able to trust the process right there and deliver with the fundamentals, man. No doubt about that. But don't come for my homeboy Jalen Hurts with no bullshit. I'm on that ass, and I don't give a damn who hates it or whatever like that. I'm going to forever take up for black quarterbacks and people trying to come for their intelligence when they won't put the same shit on other quarterbacks. All right, so I seen people crying about this joint right here. Now, you all know what I think. I'm into using proper technique. You can't cry about anything if you're in a transition phase and your cornerback does this. That's what I'm talking about with Slay. His technique, to me, is average. His athleticism is the bomb. His hands are the bomb. His ability to transition with receivers when he can transition is the bomb. But this type of shit right here, how can you cry about this? Look, his hands are all over him. Look, you can't be this far upfield with both hands on somebody and they're trying to get out of a break and you have your arms around them. How you going to cry about that? Even on the telecast, I don't know if he was just trying to be Philly's friend or whatever like that. He was struggling anyway, man. My man was saying that Sidney Brown broke up a pass, and you could clearly see he didn't actually break up the pass and shit like that. Even on the replay, he didn't correct himself. But I'm sorry, man. This is not good football. If they wouldn't have called it, cool. But when they call it when you're doing that, what are you going to say about that? He could very...
I think I played an amazing game this week, man.
Now, here's what I talk about. You have to have execution even over play design. I don't like this particular play call right here. You get a drag, and you're pretty much banking that this will be the play that converts this on a fourth down right here. But what happens? A imperfect throw. Jalen Hurts once again throwing off of his back leg, and look at that. The man has to stop. He has Gilmore beat right here. Had he thrown this high and away, he could lead him there, and maybe he's able to break a tackle, hit him in stride. But you can see right here, he has to slow down, catch a pass that's behind him, which allows Gilmore to catch up and take the angle and make the tackle. But if you look at Jalen Hurts once again, Kenneth Gainwell doing a great job in the A-gap, bang, right? Stu softens your man Donovan Wilson again, and Jalen Hurts is good. He could have sat there and delivered with his point and shoot foot, but he's throwing off of his back leg and it makes an inaccurate throw. That's about execution, man. It all comes down to execution eventually. Same deal right here. You have to execute. Now, Devontae Smith originally right here on this choice route, and then on the rebound, you get Jalen Hurts here scrambling out of the pocket. They do a good job on this one. This one feels like something they usually hit. That's why, although we lost this game, no doubt about that right there, there were chances, minus those turnovers, which were self-inflicted, in my opinion. Obviously, Dallas caused the turnovers there, but proper ball handling there would probably have you not have that. And then stuff like this, it feels like we normally hit. Right off of his fingertips there, what happens if you can hit that? Or if you just simply execute and take care of the little things? It's a whole different ball game, man. That's why, listen, right? It doesn't feel good right now. No doubt about that. However, you definitely can't lose this game coming up. It's going to be a crazy week here on the channel too, right? With the Seattle coverage merged with the Philadephia Eagles coverage there. This is a very, man, I don't know how to say this. this is definitely a winnable game. Seattle not playing the best ball either. I believe this 4 losses in a row for them there. Their defense is horrible. Our defense is horrible too, right? Their offense is very capable. Our offense is very capable. They're struggling. A lot of the same shit that they're struggling with, we're struggling with, and we're running similar schemes on the defensive side of the ball with Sean Desai coming over from them with that Clint Hurt, Vic Fangio scheme they have over there. So we're the more talented team, but that doesn't mean anything because we were the more talented team over a lot of those other teams as well. And we had to, go toe-to-toe, blow for blow with those guys as well. So Seattle could very well beat us, and that shit would be the absolute pits. But I don't expect that to happen. Get that game there, get some momentum going, see the ball go through the hoop, right? When you're a shooter and you see the ball go through the hoop, the basket starts to get bigger. Get that win there. Beat the Giants a couple of times and get that shit rolling. We could end up being the hottest team rolling into the playoffs. It won't be from the best of competition, but it could just be what the doctor ordered after a tough stretch of games over, just a truncated schedule there as far as the days go. So, listen, I wouldn't get too down if you're a Philadephia Eagles fan. Just watch, right? Just watch. Then we ain't gonna have shit to say. They gonna be on mute. Crickets. Now y'all know my steez. I do not complain about calls. But what was this bullshit right here? I had to go back and look, and they said that Landon Dickinson was, they said he was across the ball or something like that. And I'm looking like, how do you call that? Like, I don't see it. So this would be Kelsey right here, obviously, with the ball. Lane Johnson is back further than him. He looks like he's on the same plane as Cam Jurgens on the other side. Man, that's some weird nitpicky shit, man. Straight up weird nitpicky shit. Obviously, that doesn't stop the fact that we did convert, but then Devontae Smith turned the ball over on that fumble. But I don't know. That was a goofy. All right, we're about to get up out of here, man. I'm going to come back with the All-22. It's going to be a pivotal week on Monday Night Football. Get an extra day of rest. Hopefully that does the trick right there. Listen, you can't get any lower than this. You're not as high as your best moments. You're not as low as your worst moments. Keep in mind there. We had people with their hand tied behind their back before, right? Meaning we could handicap you just like your man Devin Haney did slow-ass Regis Prograis over the weekend, right? Devin Haney did not let Regis Prograis land that only left hand that he could land to try to knock Devin Haney out. He jabbed him and moved away from his power hand. We were doing that with teams as far as the run game goes. Now we're getting gassed in the run game, and we're not running the ball good ourselves. That alone is a recipe for disaster. We're a line of scrimmage dominant team, and we need to get back to showing that first and foremost there by both running the ball and then detonating the run game on defense there. And then we could worry about making teams one-dimensional to where we could defend the pass better. So a lot of things to clean up there, man, but it's going to be all good, right? I'm telling you that right now. It's going to be all good when we come out on the other side. When we get that Super Bowl victory and we get the rematch with the Cowgirls and the 49ers, the 40-winers, or whatever they wanted, the San Francisco 94s, yeah, you know what I mean? It's going to be all good right there, man, because them two fan bases is absolutely annoying as shit, right? I know we're annoying as too, though, so it's, it goes in cycles. But, hey, I don't like them cats right there, and I can't wait to get back on both of them, all right? But it's your boy Jersey Murf as always, man. Make sure you keep it locked. Make sure you're telling people. Share the content, man. Sharing is caring. You didn't know that, right? And make sure you're tipping your waiter. You know I be serving that hibachi. You have people running around with my original sayings and people getting information from me and taking it elsewhere and everything like that, right? At the very least, man, tip your waiter because you know it means something to you if you have to do that, all right? Once again, man, shout outs to everybody out in Jersey here. Much love to everybody out in Wilmington, Newcastle, Delaware, all those places like that. Elton, Maryland. And of course, shout outs to the whole Philly. We will be back. We shall be back. We shall rise again. All right? Salute.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.